Welcome in, everyone. We just finished the clean out of our stage rocks that I actually have moving through stages that I'm tracking really good. So this video we're going to do the 2 barrels that I still have left open that I've just been running test pieces through. So this is our stage 4 barrel. This has the pieces that I picked up at the Black Hills Rockhounding area near Safford, Arizona when I was out there this spring. This has had the 1 week, it's been in there 1 week in the 60-90. Just going to take a look at it, probably move it, probably put it back in for another week in 60-90 depending on how it looks. Next week this stage 4 barrel is going to be claimed by some stage rocks. So just interested to see what it looks like there. These were the less colorful ones that I picked up out there. They still have some color to them though. Really nice compared to the rough stage they were in. They tumbled really nice this week. So these will go back in. I'll go ahead and send these back in and tumble for another week in 60-90 and take a look at them. Look at that band in there. Oh, that's beautiful. You know, it's kind of hard to tell from what I had when I picked them up because they had dirt and like a scale on them, and they're turning out really, really nice here. So really nice dark one. These were the bigger pieces I'd found. A lot of the smaller pieces I still have put up. I'm getting them cleaned up. We'll lay them out here and take a closer look at them. Here's what they look like laid out. I'm definitely going to send these back through for another week in 1A rough stage. See what they look like next week. They look really pretty right now. We started out with 15.32 ounces to start stage 1A. So 14.36 ounces. So we lost almost an ounce. Really, really pretty looking. Some of them have a lot of color. Some of them are. This bigger one, I was kind of worried about having it in there with them, but it didn't turn out too bad. I'm going to put you on the stand and we'll load the barrel back up. I'm going to go ahead and run them back in barrel number 4 here. Stage 4 barrel, 14.36 ounces, so that's close. I'll go ahead and put a tablespoon of grit in there this time too. too concerned with how full these are, because like I said, these are just some stuff I picked up and just some tests to see how they look, see what happens to them, how they come out. From the tablespoon of the 69. Let it run another week. Take a look at them in. I don't know how far through the process I'll ever take these. I mean, I just had the open barrels while my other ones are going through their stages. So next week when I take these out, I'll clean this barrel really, really good, and it'll forever be a stage 4 barrel at that point. I'm gonna put this back on the tumbler, and we'll get a stage 5 barrel off. That's the tree agate. It should be ready. It's done. This will be the second week it's gone through the rough stage. So that test is done. We'll take a look at it, see how it looks. Got our stage 5 barrel here. This has the tree agate that I've just been running the tests on. So this is the second week through the 60-90 rough grit. So these are done with the test. They'll come out and I'll decide what to put in here next. See, because I still have unakite. I think I may put some. I don't know. I'll make that decision here in just a little while. These looked really good last week, so I'm sure they look even better this week. And they do, they're looking really good. This is probably my favorite stone, the tree agate. Round it off nice. Let me get them cleaned up. We'll take a closer look at them and weigh them. Here's the tree agate laid out. So we started out with 1 pound, 0.42 ounces. Ran it a week in the rough, and then we put it back in the 60-90 last week. Started out with 15.84 ounces. So let's take a look and see how much it lost on the second week running through the rough. .92 ounces. That's not too bad. 15.84 to 14.92. So we lost probably 0.9 ounce. Out of all the rocks I've tumbled so far, this is the one that's had the least amount of chips. You know, my Petrified Wood chip Amazonite chip, a tree agate. I've got one little chip here is all I've got out of it, so you don't have a lot of loss in the chipping area on this from what I can tell, but these are some really nice looking rocks. These will go in a bag and save for another day. This is just kind of testing to see what we should expect when we actually send a cycle through, starting from start to finish, just to see how well they round off. I'm pretty pleased with them. This one right here is really beautiful. That's a nice, it's got the tones in there, and this one that's got the veiny look. That one's just got a little bit of green in it. That one's kind of nice too. It's got a whole lot of green to it. Okay, so these are going in a bag for another day. I could possibly use them as filler when I run a cycle through if I lose a lot of weight, but of course, from my calculations, that's not going to be an issue with these. So I'm gonna go over here and pick out a rock. I think we're gonna run unakite in this stage 5 barrel because I've got 2 weeks. I can run something in it until I get something through all the stages to a stage 5 final polish. So probably load it up with a unakite, do a 2 weeks test on it, and measure weight loss and everything. So when I get that out, I'll come back. We're gonna pick us out some unakite out of this, out of our unakite bucket here, to go ahead and send it through stage 1. Try and get some smaller pieces with a couple larger pieces in there. Something that's got a lot of color to them. I ain't got a lot of color, but I think that would be pretty. Tumbler. These are actually some of the smaller pieces. Of all I ordered, these are probably the more tumble red. These and the tree agate, more the size I'm looking for to tumble. Yeah. I'll probably put just a little over a pound in here if it'll fit. I'm gonna shoot for, since we've been losing about 2 ounces, we lost 2 ounces on the not really, we lost about 1.5 ounces on the tree agate, so I don't want to fill it too full, though. I want it to be able to move around at this point, so I just throw a pound in there. £1 pound, 0.48 ounces. I think we'll go with that. So, 1 pound, 0.48 ounce. Start stage 1A. Okay. Put you back up on the stand here and we'll get it loaded and ready to go. I've got my 60-90 grit out here. So I've got a pound. I'm going to use a tablespoon. enough water in there, just right below the highest rock there. Right there. We'll run this for a week in the rough 69 in. Check it next week. See how they look. I think they're going to be really tough. As good as they look coated there, rough, I think they're going to look really good polished. So. Not necessarily polished, but at any point where they've been rounded off, I think they'll look really good. Okay, and get this back on the tumbler. Just a recap here on the day. So this is the petrified wood that I had been running through the test barrels, you know, while I was waiting on my stage petrified wood to get ready. So this was in barrel, stage 3 barrel this week. And when it came out, I just took it out. It's already been through 2 cycles. Just wanted you guys to take a look at it. So this is some more that'll just go in a bag. I've got a bag labeled here. Arizona Petrified Wood rough stages complete. And this is our tree agate test that we ran through 2 cycles. So I've got it in a bag. Tree agate rough stages complete. Going to show them to you. We didn't take a close look at them after I cleaned them out. We just went on to stage to getting that petrified wood, other petrified wood, into stage 3. So I like the yellows in them, really. I mean, the red and yellow mixed ones. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I kind of like that one too. That one you can see the layers here. Alright, I'm gonna get these in the bag. We've got our stuff that we picked up at Black Hills Rockhounding near Safford, Arizona, going for another week, and we loaded a barrel with unakite. That I've got the stage 5 barrel open for 2 weeks, so I'll probably run it for 2 weeks. So we'll check in next Saturday, see how everything's looking. We'll go ahead and move everything on in stages, and then our test barrels, we'll look at them. Thanks for watching.